Ladies and gentlemen, remember this. The louder the world tries to distract you, the closer you are to becoming someone extraordinary. Haters don't gather around the weak, they gather around the rising. Every whisper, every doubt, every attempt to pull you down is proof that you're climbing higher than they ever expected. So before you listen to their noise, ask yourself one thing. Asterisk, why would I let someone who's not even walking my path decide where I should go? Asterisk, stay with me, because what you're about to hear will remind you of the unstoppable power you already carry within. When people doubt you, misunderstand you, or try to pull you down, remember this. Their noise does not define your path. In life, there will always be voices that try to distract you from where you're meant to go. Some will criticize, some will mock, and some will question your every step. But the truth is, their words reflect their own state of mind, not your worth. You don't grow by reacting to them, you grow by rising above them. When a seed is planted in the soil, it is covered in darkness. No one celebrates it, no one praises it. But silently, steadily, it grows. It doesn't argue with the stones around it, nor does it explain itself to the weeds beside it. It just keeps growing upward, and one day it breaks through the ground and stands tall in the sunlight. Likewise, your focus must be stronger than the opinions that surround you. Every time someone tries to pull you down, remind yourself that they're doing it because they see you rising. No one tries to stop someone who's going nowhere. The presence of haters is a quiet confirmation that you're moving forward. Instead of getting disturbed, feel grateful, because they're unknowingly pushing you to grow tougher, calmer, and clearer. When negativity comes your way, pause and breathe. You don't have to respond to every provocation. You don't have to justify your dreams to people who cannot see what you see. A lion never turns around when a dog barks. It knows its strength. It knows its purpose. It knows the direction it is headed. Let your purpose be that strong. Focus is not just about goals. It's about emotional discipline. It's about choosing silence over arguments, peace over winning, and growth over proving a point. When your inner world is steady, the outer noise cannot shake you. So keep walking your path with humility, consistency, and faith. Let your work speak. Let your progress speak. Let your results speak. People may doubt your journey today, but one day, the same people will look at you with respect and wonder how you stayed so focused despite everything. And the answer will always remain the same. You chose to listen to your heart, not the noise around you. You chose to listen to your heart, not the noise around you. And when you keep listening to your heart, something beautiful begins to happen. You start realizing that the journey is never about proving others wrong. It's always about proving to yourself that you can rise above your own limitations. The haters become background noise, the doubts become distant whispers, and the criticisms become invisible hurdles that you simply walk past with grace. Your attention shifts from "what are they saying" to "what am I becoming?" And that shift is where real progress begins. People may speak loudly, but their words only have the power you give them. When you stop feeding negativity with your attention, it starves. It becomes weaker and weaker until eventually it stops mattering altogether. The mind becomes lighter, the path becomes clearer, and your energy becomes more focused on what truly matters: your growth, your purpose, your peace. Remember, the world can only distract you when you allow your mind to wander. The moment you strengthen your inner compass, the distractions lose their hold. Just like a traveler walking through a busy marketplace, you'll notice the noise but keep moving toward your destination. Your priorities shape your direction, not the opinions surrounding you. And sometimes, the very people who criticize you are the ones who are lost in their own struggles. Their discouragement is often a reflection of their own fears. Their judgment comes from their own insecurities. Understanding this allows you to respond with empathy instead of anger, with calmness instead of conflict. When you rise above emotionally, your clarity becomes your shield. Think of an arrow. Before it moves forward with speed and power, it must first be pulled backward. The resistance is part of the launch. Similarly, when life pulls you back with negativity or opposition, it's preparing to push you forward with even greater force. The pressure you feel now is not a sign to quit. It's a sign that you're being prepared for a breakthrough. As you keep moving forward, let positivity be your fuel. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, content that inspires you, habits that strengthen you. And even if you find yourself alone for a while, let that solitude refine you. Diamonds are formed under pressure, but they are also formed in silence. Every day you remain focused, you build resilience. Every moment you choose peace over reaction, you strengthen your character. Every step you take despite the distractions, you tell the world and yourself that your journey is far more powerful than their noise. And slowly, without even realizing it, you transform into someone who does not get shaken by storms because you have learned to carry your calm within. Because you have learned to carry your calm within, and when that inner calm becomes your constant companion, something even more powerful unfolds. You begin to understand that true focus is not about shutting the world out. It's about strengthening the world within. The stronger your inner world becomes, the less external noise can disturb you. You start realizing that peace is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to remain centered even when the world tries to shake you. And that centeredness becomes your greatest source of strength. As you walk this journey, there will be moments when people misjudge your silence as weakness. They may think your calm means you've accepted defeat. They might believe that because you don't react, you don't feel. But they don't understand that your silence is not surrender. It is strategy. Your restraint is not fear. It is maturity. You're not avoiding battles. You're choosing the battles that matter. Not every comment needs a response. Not every challenge deserves your energy. Not every person is worth an explanation. You begin to value your time, your mind, and your peace more than the temporary satisfaction of proving someone wrong. You become selective with what you give your attention to, and that selectiveness is not arrogance, it is wisdom. The same wisdom that helps you realize that a mind filled with anger cannot focus, a heart filled with resentment cannot grow, and a life spent reacting to negativity cannot move forward with purpose. When you decide to rise above the noise, you're not just becoming stronger. You're becoming clearer. Clarity is a gift. It allows you to see your path without the fog of emotions. It helps you recognize what aligns with your purpose and what distracts you from it. And once clarity enters your life, focus becomes effortless. There will also be times when you stumble or lose motivation. That's natural. Even the strongest minds have moments of doubt. But what matters is how quickly you pull yourself back. Remind yourself that your journey is too important to be paused by opinions, too valuable to be interrupted by negativity. Your dreams are counting on you. Your future self is waiting for you. Your potential is calling you. And with every step forward, you begin to notice that the noise around you slowly fades. Not because the world has changed, but because you have. You've grown, you've evolved, you've learned to walk with purpose, listen with wisdom, and act with intention. The distractions that once felt overwhelming now feel small. The negativity that once affected you now bounces off the walls of your strength. You realize that the more you focus on your growth, the less time you have for unnecessary battles. The more you invest in your peace, the less room there is for stress, and the more you strengthen your mind, the less power haters have over your journey. Slowly, you transform into someone who doesn't just stay focused despite the haters. You become someone who grows because of them. Their doubt fuels your determination. Their criticism sharpens your vision. Their negativity becomes the wind that pushes your sails forward. Their negativity becomes the wind that pushes your sails forward. And as that wind gathers behind you, something even more powerful awakens within. You start to realize that every challenge, every insult, every moment of doubt placed in your path was never meant to break you. It was meant to build you. Life uses resistance as a sculptor uses a chisel. Each strike may feel harsh, but each strike shapes you, refines you, and brings out a stronger version of who you are meant to become. Instead of shrinking under pressure, you begin to expand. Instead of fearing obstacles, you start learning from them. There comes a point where you stop viewing haters as enemies and start seeing them as unintentional teachers. In this sense, it is a decisive event that shapes the actual manifestation of the quantum system. They teach you clarity by forcing you to decide what truly matters. And when you take their negativity as lessons rather than wounds, you turn every attack into an opportunity for inner growth. You also begin to understand that the path of focus is not lonely, even if it feels that way. It is simply less crowded. Many people choose the comfort of conformity, avoiding discomfort or criticism, but you are choosing a different route, one that demands courage, discipline, and vision. This path is not crowded because not everyone is willing to walk through the fire of judgment to reach the place of self-mastery. But the beauty is that once you embrace this path, even the fire becomes your strength. And while you walk forward, you notice a transformation happening quietly within you. The opinions that once triggered you no longer disturb your peace. The distractions that once slowed you down no longer control your direction. Your focus becomes a shield, and your purpose becomes your guide. You start acting not from emotion, but from intention. Not from impulse, but from wisdom. As your inner strength grows, something magical happens. You begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right energy. Life starts opening doors that once felt locked. Situations that once overwhelmed you now seem small. You no longer seek validation because you have found conviction. You no longer chase approval because you have discovered purpose. You no longer react to negativity because you have risen above it. With this new strength, you start moving with a quiet confidence, a confidence rooted not in ego, but in clarity. You know what you want, you know where you're going, and you know why you're on this journey. The noise around you becomes faint, like distant echoes that cannot touch your determination. And slowly, you become the kind of person who no longer fears the presence of haters because you have witnessed how their doubt fueled your rise. Instead, you walk forward with gratitude, knowing that every negative word became part of your strength, every challenge became part of your story, and every distraction became a reminder to stay aligned with your purpose. And in that alignment, you discover a truth more powerful than any praise or criticism. Your focus is your freedom. Your peace is your power, and your journey is yours alone to shape.